Hi, welcome to another edition of the Firefighters Commute, where we hope to mentor you on your firefighting travels. You're with Captain Dave and Engineer Lisa.
Okay, so hey, I'm a firefighter and I've mastered my gurney operations. And I want to do engineer work. So I'm looking into the engines. I'm looking around the station. I've done 50% of my time on an engine and 50% on the medic. But I'm like, wow, my responsibility is getting bigger. Like, what are all the rest of these rigs? So in the fire service, we fight all sorts of fires. We're an all-risk agency, and we have Type 1s, which are also road queens, which can also be called structure rigs. And a Type 1 engine is generally designed to be an engine that fights big fire, lots of BTUs. And with that said, you'll find those in commercial structure type fires. So a Type 1 will generally carry about 500 gallons and pump at least 1,500 gallons per minute. That's a huge amount of flow. That's what they're rated at. They can technically do more, especially if they have a good water source, but they will carry hose, they'll carry ladders, they'll carry medical equipment. It'll also have minimums such as forcible entry and some other things on it. So there's a Type 1, and those are generally the ones you see rolling around on the streets with the fire engine, and we wave, and, they air horn you back. And then another rig is called a Type 3 or brush rig or grass rig. And these are generally smaller engines as they cruise in the off-road 4x4 capacity to fight brush fires or wildland fires. And these rigs are a little bit different. They still carry 500 gallons, but they are based off pressure, not volume. So you'll have a lot of pressure coming out of these rigs, but not a lot of volume. The rigs have gotten better, though, Dave. You have like your pumps, and you can be in volume or pressure mode. So the newer rigs have one impeller that actually is strong enough these days where you don't have to have a parallel in series anymore. But so you have the Type 3 brush rigs, and they carry smaller ladders and smaller amounts of hose, but they're designed to make access to remote places. And generally, these people who drive these take tests, and they're called engineers. There's another word called apparatus operator, and those are called, for short, AOs, and you'll generally see like an AO on like a ladder truck or a tiller truck. And those are in bigger fire departments where you can have a truly dedicated truck or a ladder truck. Where I'm at right now, I've worked with just pure ladder trucks, and they're called AOs. But where I'm at right now, we operate off of a truck that's also a pump, and those are called quints. And for fun, people say trengens. Get it? Truck, engine, trengen. And so they'll have a limited pump capacity, but they do have the ability to provide water on scene, because if you can stop a fire in its incipient stage, you're going to have a better outcome before you allow it to grow. So that's also called a quint. Some new ones are called the FRVs, which are the fast response vehicles, and those can be patrols. With the general nomenclature where I'm at, a patrol will carry water between 250 and 500 gallons. Or you can have a squad, and a squad can carry water, doesn't have to carry water, but it will definitely have tools on it. And then you have some other vehicles, which people have named like the VERV, a volunteer emergency response vehicle. And that's another type of equipment that's out there. But you can also have paid people like on rescues who are just designed to get to a call, to mitigate, to call in further personnel based upon the need at hand. And you'll see that in high-density population areas such as inner cities. These small fast response vehicles are getting in and discerning what the problem is. Is it a medical aid? Is it a homelessness population problem? What is it? And then they're calling in the requested resources based upon their findings. So that's some terminology that I wanted to go through with you guys real quick. So you have a Type 1 road queen, Type 3 brush or grass, a ladder truck or tiller, a quint, which is an engine ladder truck, an FRV, which is a fast response vehicle, and a VERV, volunteer emergency response vehicle. Anything to add, Dave?
No.
Okay. I think it's fun. So we have trading cards at our department, and I was forever like one of the leaders of the trading cards, and I always thought it was fun passing it out to kids and informing them on what they saw out there. Kids loved pictures of the engines and didn't love the personnel cards as much, like the in-action personnel cards. Kids just love trucks, garbage trucks, fire engines, like whatever. Kids love trucks, especially loud ones. So All right, that's my section for the engineer.